Hey, Bruce Eckfeld here. So I got a bunch of comments on my previous video on core values. I got a couple emails and stuff, so I wanted to do a follow-up. So the question is this whole idea of anti-values? People were intrigued but somewhat confused, so I thought I'd give an example. And I'm out, it's Saturday morning, I'm out with Chino _official. He's eating his Jozos. And we're out walking. And so the example here is one of my personal core values is being in nature. So, when I have the opportunity, I do things like this. We're out in Saddle River, nice kind of riparian stroll this morning. So given my options, I try to be in nature. It's a core value for me. So the question is, what is the anti-value? And today is not a perfect example, but we drove a little bit farther. It's a little warm, a little humid today. And so the anti-value for me that I've discovered over time for my value of being in nature is being willing to be uncomfortable, or I give up comfort, right? My anti-value is comfort, meaning that is something I'm willing to give up to live my value. The better example, or the one that I love to use, is when I was probably about 15. My father and I were out in California. We decided to go camping in the high Sierras. We brought some stuff. It was early June, maybe late May. We figured it wouldn't be too cold, so we packed somewhat light. We did an overnight, and that night we woke up about 2 a.m. completely frozen. And we zipped the sleeping bags together, classic kind of camping, backpacking strategy so that we retain our warmth. Woke up in the morning, the ice bucket that we the bucket that we had a layer of ice on it. And we were very uncomfortable. But, what I learned from that is it really enhanced the whole being in nature. So we actually, for me, being uncomfortable meant that I actually felt like I was really living my value of being in nature. And now you may think I've got kind of a screw loose, and I probably do. I'm not. But for me, it was really, it told me I had really dialed in that being in nature value, right? So I knew what I was willing to give up to live that value. And so that's what we're looking for. And personal values sometimes are a little easy or easier. Company values is really, it's a combination of the founder and senior executives and the history, but, we're looking for that same kind of trade-off, that same kind of thing you're willing to give up. So ask yourself, if you're a company, you're leading a company, you've got a set of core values, see if you can identify what that anti-value is. What is the thing that you're willing to give up to live your value? So that's the idea of an anti-value. Hopefully that was a good example. If you have questions, post them below, send me an email, bruce@eckfeld.com. I really think the goal of values is to make better decisions, easier, faster. And if you get these things right, if you get these values and anti-values right, it really becomes clear. It really becomes easy to make better decisions. So let me know what you think. Values, anti-values. Look forward to hearing your comments.